Hello students, welcome to our another class. I am Mr. Prithviraj. I am our class 9 physics teacher. So in our last class, or you can say in our last episode, we have read our what? Newton's first law of motion. We are about to read about those like hidden laws, hidden clause inside those first law, right? And before we start our class, I hope you all are doing well and you are following each and every measures which will keep you safe. Okay students? Okay. On this note, let us start our class. Motion, laws of motion. So we are discussing about first law of motion. Should I remind what was the first law of motion? Yes, I need to remind, right? Yes, what it is, an object will stay at rest or object will continue to move until it is affected by an external force. You are getting my point, right? Yes, I hope you are getting. What was the hidden laws and clause kept inside the book? Let us see. We will do an experiment. What kind of experiment we will do? We will take a glass. We will take a glass. We will keep one big paper upon it. Okay, we will keep one big paper and we will keep coin upon it. We will keep one single coin upon it. Now what it will happen, students? Now what will happen, students? Now I will come and I will hit hard here. I will give what? What I will do? I will just give a, I will hit it so hard that this card will go, but this particular coin will fall down into the glass, or it fell down in the glass. Why? See, I gave force to which particular thing? I gave force to card. But the coin is at rest, so that will be at rest. See what you need to do. The experiment is you need to take a glass, you need to take water, and you have to keep one card upon it, and you will take a coin which you will place upon the card, and will hit on the card with perfect force. What you are observing? You are observing that the card will go away, but the coin will fall down into the glass. It fell down into the glass. It didn't went through the card with the help of card. Why? Because what we have observed, the object will be staying at rest. Okay, the object will be staying at rest and the object will be continue to move unless and until it is compelled by an external force. Here we provided an external force to this particular part. We didn't apply to the coin, so the coin won't move. Okay, I think this experiment or this particular example is not that you people are not happy with this example. Let me take a note of that. I'll give you another example. You people are playing carom board, right? Yes, you all are playing carom board. When we are arranging carom board, at first what we will do, we will arrange red, we will arrange black one by one on top of that, and at the head of that we will keep red, and we will strike with what? Striker. The one who will strike at first, you will see students, if he is hitting hard, you will see the down coin, the down black or white coin, it will move away and all of the parts will go upon the striker, right? And the other one need to take out that striker slowly. Yes, he need to pull out that striker slowly so that the particular object, what you call the things will not going to fall. This thing you might have observed. When you are hitting hard, everything will not going to fall. It may fall if you are an amateur. You didn't hit hard. If you are hitting hard, you will see the down coin will move away and the striker will struck down. This thing would have happened. Why? Because all of them are at rest and you hit the down of the part and that will move and everything will stay. Okay, you didn't understood this example also. Let me take that note as well. I'll give another most common example. Everybody are doing that. Everybody have felt that. But while we are standing on a bus, suppose I am standing on a bus, suppose you people are standing on a bus. You see, if driver starts the bus suddenly, what will happen? You will fall down, right? If you are standing like this, you will fall down and you will hold something, or else you will have this kind of motion. Why? See, Your mentality is, your particular thing is, you are standing straight to the ground or you are standing straight to the cabinet of the bus. But the bus is moving, but what your body is thinking? Your body is continuously, it is at rest. So your body is rest, bus is moving forward. So what will happen? You will be giving a particular jerk. Right? This is called, this phenomena is called like the rest of inertia. What, student? The rest of inertia. I'll write here. The rest of, what is inertia, sir? Inertia is a phenomena which will say an object, if you are at rest, please stay at rest, and it will say an object, if you are moving, please continue to move. That's what inertia is. So this is called as the rest of inertia or static inertia, or what you can say, static inertia. Did you got? Yes, I hope you people got it. So this is what? Static inertia. This is what? The rest of, the same thing. The rest of inertia or static inertia. Okay. We will take the alternate example. We will take the alternate example. What we will take, students? We will take another alternative example. What we will state? Okay. Now you are sitting in a bus. Now you are sitting in a bus. You might have seen movie. Which movie? I think yes, Resu Gurram. Yes, Allu Arjun will be there. In that movie, you might have seen the villain will come with a bolero to hit his family. Yes, I hope you all people are getting. The villains are coming to hit their family, those who are stuck with a wall. Okay. Now hero will suddenly give a like spectacular entry with a bike. Then you will see he will apply brake. Who will apply brake? The villain who was driving the Scorpio. You will see the moment he applies the brake, the person those who are sitting inside the car are flowing out of the car. The car stopped, but the person those who are sitting inside the car are flowing out of the car. Why? What happened exactly? You can get the answer from science. So all are moving with fast, like fast momentum, they all are moving. Their inertia is what? They are moving continuously. Now you applied brake suddenly. Hey, don't put sudden brake, you will say this one also to your friends, I think. So when he applied sudden brake, what will happen? Your body is moving with the same speed, no? But the vehicle is at rest. So you will move. On that process, you will hit hard or you will go out of the window. Yes, of course that was animated. But the thing is, that is the thing which will happen. And that phenomena is called the dynamic inertia. What, students? Dynamic inertia, or you can say the movement of inertia, or you can say the movement of inertia. I hope you people are getting and you are enjoying the class, right? Because we brought Allu Arjun inside it. Okay. Next, with our day-to-day experience, we all know that we must exert some force on an object to keep it moving. As far as the object is concerned, the force applied by us is just one of the several forces acting on it. The other forces might be friction, air resistance or gravity. Thus it is clear that it is the net force which determines the change in the motion of the object. Okay. Suppose a small boy who is trying to push this bench. He don't know what is happening. Okay, something is stuck outside that bench. So he is trying to apply a lot of force, but the bench is not moving. He is very much concerned. Now, the teacher is looking. Suppose I am looking to the bench. I am seeing that why this bench is not moving. And I found out that, what I found out, the bench is stopped by an object from that side. Okay, so that he is applying force, but the bench is not moving. You are getting my point, no? Suppose this is a bench or table which you can say a person is trying to push it, but here something is stuck. He is unable to push it, and I am the one who looked at this particular thing, and I will take that out, and now he can easily push. Now he can easily push. So whatever happening in your daily life, while you are coming to school, you are staying at home, you are doing something, every time, everything, in each and every work, you are applying some force to move something, right? If you are taking a plate, if you are doing something, you are closing a door, whatever people do, you are doing some kind of force, but at the same time, other forces are acting upon it as well. Suppose I am closing the door, again the door is coming out. Why the door came out? Because of air. Air is also acting as a resistance. Suppose wind is coming and I am trying to close the door, but it is like giving a kind of force. It is quite difficult for me. Why? This is also because of what? Because of the resistance provided by wind, right? The resistance provided by wind. So lot of forces, students. Even normal. If it is object is very hard and is kept at the corner for so many years, you will see you cannot take it out. Why? Because the gravity and the thing he has interlocked with it, so it cannot move. So whenever an object is moving, an object is rest, a lot of factors are acting upon it. Means the net force from all directions, from this direction, from upward direction, from downward direction, all directions will be matter. They all will matter, students. So it is said that an object motion is depending upon the net force. The object's motion is depending upon the net force. I hope you all getting me? Yeah. So let us consider a football placed at rest on the ground. The law of inertia tells us that a football will remain at rest unless and until something moves it. Suppose there is a football kept on the ground. Okay. Will the football move? No. What static inertia says or the rest of inertia says? The football is at rest or it will continue to be at rest unless and until I kicks it, or you go and you will kick it. At that particular point the football will move. On which direction it will move? In the direction you kicked. The way you kick, the way it will move. If you are kicking it upward, it will go up. If you are getting it obliquely, it will go obliquely. You might have seen Messi, Ronaldo, they all doing that, right? So the football is remaining at rest unless and until it is expelled or it is like applied by an external force. If the ball goes high, the force of gravity slows it down. If the ball rolls on the ground, the friction makes it ball slow down. Okay, if I am kicking it upward, will the ball continue to go to space? No, the ball will not go to space. At some point it should come back. At some point it should come back. Why it is coming back, students? Why it is coming back? Because of gravity. Gravity will pull it down. So if you are kicking it upward, the gravity is pulling it downward. If I kick on the ground only, it will stop because of friction. It will stop because of friction. So these are the two things. If a body is moving, anyhow it will be what? Anyhow it will be stopped by some kind of friction which is provided by our universe. Either gravity, either force of friction, either air friction or water friction or objectal friction, whatever. And friction is a kind of contact force which we have read in our 8th class. Right? Okay. So students, if the net force acting on an object is 0, the object will at rest remains at the rest. If the object is already moving with a certain velocity, continues to move with the same velocity, thus we can represent the first law of motion. If f net is 0, then the velocity of an object is either 0 or constant. Okay. Now something he wrote over there. What? He is expressing something. Okay, students. He is expressing a lot of things which you need to understand. If the net force acting on object is 0, suppose there is an object and the net force from this side, from this side, from this side and from this side, if the net force is 0, then what? The object is at rest. Suppose the object is moving, this object is suppose on the road, suppose this is a car, okay? Suppose this is a car and it is moving continuously on the road and the net force acting upon it is 0, then what will happen? The object will continue to move. Always you need to remember, if force acting upon it is 0, means no force is acting from any direction, the object will not change its momentum. If it is at rest, it will be at rest. If it is moving, it will be moving continuously. So that is why it is written that F net is equal to 0. Suppose F net is equal to 0, then what? If F net is equal to 0, then students, the velocity of an object is either 0 or constant. Then the velocity of the object is 0. Okay? If you are moving continuously, like suppose, and no force is acting upon you. If you are moving continuously and no force is acting upon you, then the object will continue to move. If an object at rest and no force is acting upon it, then it will be at the same thing. So that's what it is written. If F net is 0, I write if F net is 0, then the velocity of the object is 0 or constant. I hope you all are getting from this particular argument or from discussion. Okay. Thus, when the net force acting on a body is 0, we say that the body is in equilibrium. Newton's first law of motion is known as the law of inertia. So here the last paragraph is written that when the net force acting on a body is 0, we can say that the body is in equilibrium. If this is 0, then you can write the body is in equilibrium. And first law of motion is called as law of inertia. So write down some questions, students. First question is, what is the law of motion proposed by Galileo? What is the law of motion proposed by Galileo? Second, state and explain the experiment performed by Galileo. Two questions I gave. Third question, what do you mean by law of inertia? Explain it by giving several examples. What is first law of motion? The same question, that is. And here another question, explain activity number 1 and activity number 2. This is also another question. And another combined question is, what do you mean by moment of inertia and what do you mean by rest of inertia? Or you can say, what do you mean by static inertia and what do you mean by dynamic inertia? The same question, this one. So today we have finished in these two classes, part 1 and part 2. We have finished your entire first law of motion provided by Sir Isaac Newton. I hope you have understood well and you will do well and you will finish your homeworks as well. On this note, bye bye.